Today, the Benchmade 551 Cabela's exclusive in D2. Benchmade 550 154 cm. And what I'm calling I know the rubber handled one's discontinued and the G10 M4 blade is coming out, but the Freek to me is the Griptilian killer in the full size and the mini size. So we're going to talk about these a little bit and compare them. You know, the first obviously they all have different blade shapes. This isn't a bad, I like this one for work, this blade shape. It's not particularly thin behind the edge. It does pretty well. The Sheep's Foot 550 though, on the other hand, this is at 17 degrees per side. I don't know how well you can see it. That's 17 degrees per side, and it is 16 thousandths behind the edge. Cut's absolutely awesome. I love using this thing. I don't take this one to work. I only EDC this one. I enjoy this knife. I will say though, however, and there they go again. Go ahead and close them up in case my pug decides to jump up here again. You guys have heard about this one before in my previous video. I bought this expecting to just check it out and sell it. I didn't expect to like it how I did. I just wanted to see what it was about because it had such a Ritter Griptilian blade shape. And I haven't measured this one, but I'm guessing from about how wide the bevel is, it's probably at about 16 or 17 degrees. Because both myself and Vinny measured it, and this is 17 thousandths behind the edge. This cut's absolutely awesome. Just like the 550. Some of the big differences between these, though, is while they're both about the same thickness up here by the lock, the Griptilian does not taper as it goes from the pivot to the butt of the handle. As you can see, though, the Freek does. And that's one of the big things that I liked about this as soon as I held it. Not only that, it has a great contour from top to bottom and front to back. Now, don't get me wrong, the Griptilian has a great contour also. But it just does not have the same feel as the Freek does. You can tell that this gets smaller and tapers toward the back, and it's super comfortable when you use it. It has this little bit of jimping here, which is semi-recessed, so it's really not even, you don't even feel it much. Then it has this bigger jimping up here, which I haven't found to be too much of a problem so far. It's comparable to what's on all the models of the Griptilian. What I don't like about the Griptilians, though, is all the ridges on the plastic, like this. Back here, up here. I mean, I understand it, you know, it's called the Griptilian, but I've honestly thought many times about sanding this down. Either that or just getting some different scales, maybe some AWT, or getting some other ones done. I know that I've seen G10 ones besides the ones that Benchmade has released on like the M390. They did have the M390 drop point version that had black paper micarta. And I have seen, I just don't remember who makes them off the top of my head, but I have seen G10 scale conversions for these. I do like all these knives. The only thing is since I do like this one so much for EDC and for work, I mean, honestly, I don't know why they quit doing the Ritter blade shape, because I never liked the way the blade shape looked. I really didn't. But once I got it and started using it, I don't really care what it looks like now. It just does, so it works awesome. It does well for everything I've tried, you know, that I've tried doing with it so far. So those are the differences in them pretty much. You know, obviously outside of blade shape, these two are the same. They are a little bit shorter than the Freek. These are 3.45 blades. This is 3.62, I believe, something like that. Blade. But if you haven't checked out a Freek, if you have a chance to check one out or pick one up for a good price, definitely. The rubber, like I said, I know some people have a hard time getting it in and out of their pockets, and maybe I'll demonstrate like Vinny did when I loaned him the knife. I don't find this to go in my pocket. I really don't find this to be any harder to go in my pocket than a Spyderco G10. And this definitely comes out super easy. Where the clip placement is, the clip's not too tight. I actually do like the split arrow clip on the Freek model. I definitely don't want to, you know, I've measured it up. I really don't want to put the deep carry clip on there. I'm not a lanyard person, but I like how this rides right now. I like the amount that sticks out of my, especially when my pants V in the pocket corner. It's perfect for me to grab onto this and pull it out of my pocket. These I'm unsure. I go back and forth. I run the deep clip on them sometimes and the standard Benchmade clip. I like the deep clip for carry better, but as far as for using the knife, I like the standard clip. I like the way I like how comfortable the standard clip is. The deep clip kind of pokes into my hand quite a bit, as you can see right here. That's from the clip. But that's all. That's all for comparing these. Can't really go wrong with any of them. I'm sure everybody has their favorite. Great all around. Work, EDC. Drop point I find to be great for work. It's got a nice thick blade. It's semi-thick behind the edge. Not the best cutter, but it's a great work knife. And this is just a great slicer all around. How it is. But that's it. If you have any questions about any of these, let me know down below. And as always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.